Hello, hello, and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I am your host, Carson, and today we are joined by the wonderful Psychic Kerrigan. How are you doing today, Kerrigan?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Carson. How are you today?
I'm doing very good. Now, before we get started, I do want to list off a few bits of information for our audience. First of all, we do have a promo code going on. If you use the code Kerrigan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website, californiapsychics.com. Once again, this code is Kerrigan5. This code can be applied and used for $5 credit for any psychic, not just Kerrigan, but if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, make sure to stick around and to find out her exact schedule later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off a few ground rules for questions, and this is important. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this includes treatments, medications, pregnancies, and for legal, this includes court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure that you include their name. We don't need their last name, just their first. But this allows Kerrigan to connect faster and more accurately answer. And I guess without any further ado, Kerrigan, are you ready to begin answering questions?
Yes.
All right, then we can begin. We have one straight from Barbara, who is saying, "Happy holidays. I want to know if Miguel is my soulmate or not."
Happy holidays, Barbara. Thank you so much. Miguel, when I tune into Barbara and Miguel, I feel a lot of warmth. I really do. I feel a very strong connection. I think the better question is, are you soulmates that were lovers? Okay, because that's really what the core, what the root of the question is. And I do feel that you were in a past lifetime, because soulmate is dealing with past lifetimes. And it feels like in this lifetime, there's a few circuits that aren't like plugged in all of the way, and that's okay. You'll get there. It is going to be ups and downs and emotional roller coaster feels sometimes, but all in all, I do feel that this is a past life connection with you and Miguel. I feel very strongly that the love that you have is eternal, 100% eternal. I feel very strongly that in this lifetime that we're in now, in the here and now, like we're all here, me, you, Carson, we're here. Um, it feels like there's struggles with Miguel, in and out, back and forth, like like a 6 year old playing with a yo yo. But that will level out. It will. It'll definitely level out. I don't feel that Miguel is, um, just to rest assure your mind, I don't feel that he has given his heart to anybody but you. So have confidence in that, because sometimes the first thing that we question when things are wonky, when love energy is wonky, is like, oh my god, are they with somebody else, right? That's always the first initial societal feeling that we've been trained to believe. But I feel with you, you know deep down inside that the love that both of you have, and he does too, he knows this as well, it's in comparison to anything. Maybe, I mean, you could fall in love with a kitten, that's a whole other type of love. But when it comes to romance and all of that jazz, both of you are on point. um, I do feel that the energies, it's being shown to me as sewn in and out, and that's typical with soulmate situation. But the thing of it is, though, the ending of it all, I do feel like you will have 100% opportunity to live to the expectations that you have and he has together, and compromise on some of the expectations that where maybe he doesn't agree and you don't agree, but it's a compromise. And right now it probably doesn't feel like he's compromising much, but again, that will change. And I feel like you've given your heart out, you've given your heart out on your sleeve. A lot of reciprocation hasn't come in to you the way that you anticipated it to, but let that ego part go. Let that, it's just failed expectation. It let just, you have to remember every day is a refresh restart button. And in this situation, both of you have to kind of make that your gospel at this point in time, in order to get to the next year when it's going to be a lot better.
All right. Great answer, by the way, Kerrigan.
Thank you.
We have one from Tabitha. I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer this. This is concerning, I guess, moving. Will my sister Savannah be moving back to Texas from New Jersey?
Yes, but there's a delay. Hold on. There is a delay, and I want to see why. Just let me consult the
Got
oracle
to
here.
bring the tarot cards out to get a double check right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I just got to check with spirits here to see what is. I mean, I don't feel like it's an intentional delay. I feel like it's a universal delay, and it's not long. I just want to see what the root of the problem is. Why is there the delay? Please show me. Why is there the delay? Okay. Okay, so procrastination on Savannah's part. Great dreamer, great thinker, great plans. Oh my gosh, like when she gets her mind straightened out, like historically, when she gets everything lined up in a row, there's no stopping her. But right now she's in procrastination mode. That's the delay. And you're looking at about 3 weeks. But, and I'm not pushing any type of deity down anyone's religious throats, but I do work with a lot of different ones. And Aaron came up, and I want you to know that there's nothing but peace coming from this. Peace and family are reuniting. So this is going to be good. There is, again, there's some things to work out for her, but they're going to work out. Before you know it, she'll be back in Texas, and I like Texas. So I think that's a really good choice for her. I mean, I love New Jersey too. I got a lot of friends in New Jersey, and it's always on the way to Mass. But, you know, it's in this situation, Tabitha, with you and your sister Savannah, there is going to be a completion of a move. And it is, honest to goodness, the healthiest part, emotionally, spiritually, that can be made at this time. So a lot of life, death, and rebirth for her in many, many good ways.
All right, awesome. We do have another question, one from a Jacqueline, who is asking, what is the potential future of me and my best friend Pierre in terms of a friendship?
Well, Pierre feels a little snooty patooty. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. His energy just feels a little, well, it's too good for you. And I'm not laughing about it. It's just how the spirits are saying it. It just reminds me of a little Nellie Olson off of that old sitcom back in the day. Friendship will definitely take time here, is what I'm hearing coming in from a male spirit. He's saying that it will take time, but it's never going to be that giddy, lovely, happy, oh my God, this is my best friend, let's chill out. You know, it's not going to be like that. It is going to be more of a understanding. We buried the hatchet, we've moved on from that, we've progressed, both of you have grown, and then I feel like you come to like a good, healthy friendship. But it's not super close, but it is better than what it can be, you know, what it is, how it has been. There's just a lot of journeys for you and for him, and it's a lot of trial and error on how you want to be treated, on what your personal boundaries are, and how you can convey them. I mean, that's a big deal, but that's not the root of it. These are just like sprinkles on top of the ice cream cone that you're going to be able to discover as both of you get to the level of friendship that's very balanced. I mean, the ultimate goal here is to bury the hatchet and find balance and peace and joy. And when you actually do communicate with each other, you both will feel joy. But I feel like it's not like me and my friend Elena. Hey, Elena, let's pack a bag and get the heck out of here for 17 days. You know what I mean? It's not like that, but it'll get like that. It will get like to that point where you can talk about dreams again, talk about ideas, but this is a little bit more down the road. Because it's like how I'm seeing it here from what the spirits are showing me, it's like a beautiful vase, and it just, you know, it didn't crumble and crack and it's dust and we got to throw it out in the trash. It just needs glued back together. Really, that's what's going to happen. And I really strongly feel that it will. But they are saying that the lessons and the journeys the spiritual journeys that you're on right now, both of you, this is both because you're still connected. Don't think you're not. It's an infinite supply. That energy is going to keep going on and on and on. And I just feel like there needs to be some time for both of you to get to the level to be like, yeah, I was this kind of a person. And then he's going to be like, you know what, I was too. And then you come to that, oh man, why? I'm sorry. Why'd we do that? You know what I mean? Like that's going to come through. So and all in all, it's good. It's not going to be instant. It's not going to be quick, but it is going to manifest. So I hope that helps. And I guess I'll leave you with that.
All right. We got some good answers today so far. You're on a roll, Kerrigan.
That's because I'm working my regular schedule.
All right. We got one next from Krista, who is asking, can I connect with my daughter, Samantha?
In the spirit realm, I'm assuming. That's what it feels like. But I need to double check on that. So from this foot forward, if there is mediumship readings and you do want to connect to a deceased loved one, please say, I would like to connect to my daughter, Samantha, in the spirit realm or in at home. Well, not at home, because that could be like her home. I know a lot of people call the afterlife heaven, home, different dimension. Yeah, but let's just say spirit realm, so we're correct.
Trying to look out and see if she has. She said yes, by the way. She is deceased, by the way.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's what it felt like, but I'm too old to take chances. Let's see. Samantha and Krista. I want to pull in some energies from the angels real quick, too. I want to be able to have that angelic energy come through. I want to feel the warmth of Samantha's light shine down and give Krista messages here and now. Whew. So the first thing that I'm seeing, hearing, feeling, we're going to do all three of them. She definitely has made that transition and change. The achievements of being a great spirit are definitely there. There's major achievement. And you can actually see her as a younger girl in the umbrella and the white dress and the princess and all that good things. But right here is very important because here's the strength of the sun, which is Sol. And this is the transition and change from the butterfly. So she's definitely transitioned and changed. And there's something to do with, you see how the trees are different? They're not green. It's not lush. It's like, what would you call it? September, October, November. You know, I don't think they stay so much like that in December, but that September, October, November would be some type of a timeline, you know, either a birthday or a transitional day, or that's really all that could mean. But there's also tulips there too, which also represent spunky life, happy life. She is with you. I do feel a lot of harmony between the both of you, the bond that you still have. Because we have to remember something, Krista, our energy, you know, we hear on TV sometimes and we read in books that our soul. Well, what if our soul was just really our energy? You know, if let's look at physics let's just touch on that just a wee little bit. Our energy never stops. It's always ongoing. And if we look at this as our shell, you know, here's my shell, there's Carson's shell. Look at yourself, there's your shell. Our energy is still in us. So I feel that the energy that both of you have is extremely peaceful. I don't feel that there's any type of of course there's grieving and sorrow from your end, but there's not on hers. There isn't. She's all love. She's all like, it's all coming from her heart. Well, where our hearts are, it's all coming from there. And it's a golden light. And like, there's no storms between the both of you. There's no lightning bolts. You know what I mean? There's nothing that is dramatic, but she does have a lot of support with her. Now, listen, this one's a big one here. She has support with her. So whoever this older lady is, which could represent her, or she could actually be one of the children, and that could be her ancestor. She is with two other people. They are together. And you see how this torch is moving. They're leading the way. They are definitely leading the way. And they just keep climbing and climbing to a higher level of spirit. And it's beautiful. It is. But I just keep feeling keys. I just keep feeling like, not like harps, but like keys, piano, and a lot of peace, an awful lot of peace. But I feel that there is still some static conditions within the family due to her passing. That doesn't feel good to me. But it feels that she is trying to put a blanket of peace and comfort and acceptance upon everybody that she loved. If you have any specific questions, I really feel strongly that this is her coming through, her energy coming through. But I feel like you have questions for her. And if you do, I'm here. Just let me know.
And this is actually, I guess, a good transition. If you want to go ahead and connect with Psychic Kerrigan for a more one-on-one reading rather than being on the live stream, we do have our promo code available. I will put that up for new customers, by the way. This will give you $5 off any new customer packages for going to californiapsychics.com. Kerrigan, what is your upcoming schedule for those who are interested in getting a one-on-one reading with you this week?
Yeah, I'm normally starting at 5 p.m. Eastern time and going for maybe 4 to 5 hours, something like that. And it's just, I think I'm taking the weekend off, but Sundays are long days. Sundays are very, very long days. I do morning and night on Sundays, but predominantly like a 5 to 9, 5 to 10, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Awesome. And if you didn't catch any of that information, you can just go on to californiapsychics.com, search up Psychic Kerrigan. All that info will be on her profile. You can also book an appointment as well. So that way you don't have to wait in the queue. And also we'll just give you a call whenever it's time for your reading. So, all right, we can go ahead and get back into questions. Yeah, Kerrigan, you're on a roll today. So I want to go ahead and answer a few more today.
You're making me feel giddy.
We do have one from, what is it? It is from Vanessa. Can you tell me what you see in the future for me and Seth? Will he be faithful, and do you see marriage in our future? I am a Leo and he is a Virgo, by the way.
Okay. All right, Vanessa, thank you so much. So Leo and Virgo, for me, I don't do compatibility like that, because I believe in free will. It doesn't matter. No, don't get me wrong. Like Virgos and Leos and Libras, we all have our crazy traits, and it is very true on our behaviors, right? That is true. But the compatibility part, I believe that the spirits put people on our path to change our lives for the better, or to teach us lessons. And when it comes to you and Seth, I feel like Seth has taught you 4 times lessons of hurt, forgiveness, and that's caused a lot of disbelief and betrayal. He has betrayed you. Will he in the future? I don't think that really matters, because you get 1 strike and you're out. That's the old rule. But then we have to mix in love and our intentions and our free will. So don't forget that either. I feel like with you would never step out of bounds with Seth. You wouldn't step out of the family. You wouldn't cheat on him. You wouldn't. Seth, I'm not so sure of for the future. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I hate to put that doubt in your head, but I just don't feel, and it's not based on 1 strike, you're out. It's not that, because that I've dealt with things in life that people can recondition themselves. They can change their behaviors. But I think what the real psychic question is, what would Seth need to heal inside of himself, emotionally and spiritually, in order to never cheat again, to assure it, to make sure that doesn't happen? And then you're still pulling in that part of your ego where you're trying to control it. And that can be harmful to you too, because it could cause you a lot of stress and anxiety. I just don't feel comfortable saying that you guys are great. I'm going to write a book about you and put you on Hallmark because it's a perfect ending. I just don't, I couldn't endorse that because I just don't feel 100%. Do I feel 70% with Seth? Yeah, absolutely. 70% is a pretty high number. But then there's that 3% that he is unpredictable because he's got to get inside of himself and correct or sew up whatever that trauma is that makes him feel like he has to fight or flight. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not anything like that, but this is what the spirits are telling me. And it's I do deal with a professor, my old professor that was in forensic psychology. He is no longer with us, and he has been coming through a lot, an awful lot, but it's no different than you trusting him and giving yourself a whole bunch of trust, like just throwing all of your trust out there again. I can't guarantee that you won't be let down. And I can't endorse that. But what I can see for you is that communication is going to be a big deal for Seth, and you will have to teach him tough love. You will. There will be times where you have to walk away and be silent so he can learn those lessons on his own and then come back like that sitcom, My Name is Earl, and I need to cross you off my list, for the wrongs that I've done to you. Will he be apologetic? Does he really mean to do these things? No, he doesn't. It's just an instant response from him being overwhelmed with a whole bunch of different types of life situations and emotions. Cool. There's a lot to unpack there, Vanessa. And I feel like both of you have been doing this for a while. I do. Like, you've been feeling, can I trust him? Can I not trust him? Should I stay? Should I go? For a while. And I think if it's over, 6 to 9 months where you're feeling like that, you have to set a goal date to surrender and release for you, for you to feel good. That's so important. Yeah.
Right. Our next question is from Tomika, who is asking, hi, is there any messages for my dad, Thomas, who passed away about a month ago?
Okay, thank you, Tomika. Thomas, Tomika. Yes, there is. Where do I start? Is not what I'm hearing. Where do I start is what I hear him saying. I'm so proud of you. And it's Tom too. little Tom, Tommy, Tamika. Yeah, it's just a lot of pride. He's in deep thought because his hand is but just chilled back. Completely chilled back and just being so proud of you. He hears you. He hears you talk to him, and he's saying, stop teeter-tottering back and forth between cutting people out of your life that no longer serve you. You already have the knowledge here. He's pointing here to his stomach. You have the knowledge here. So basically what I feel like he is saying is he's already telling you what to do by sending you that first gut feeling, because he's watching you, not like Sting, watching you, but he is with you, and trying to remove obstacles, because I see cones, trying to remove cones out of your way so it's easier for you. Something about the golden ring, the band, the golden ring in the band. You have to ask. No, you know what that is. It will be yours. It'll be, yeah. No, don't worry. And I know that's tedious to you, but it's important to him. He wants you to have the golden band. And he says you are worried about if you're going to have the ring. Oh, no worries about getting like a peak of love and forever and ever amen partner, Tamika. Don't worry about that. He's saying that you're worried about having that lifestyle with like a lover, like your best friend, your lover, blah, like all of that relationship stuff. He says that's going to peak up. That's peaking up. That's why he was giving you the band. Okay, thank you, Thomas. I'm sorry. So that's why he was giving you the band. Okay, so he's no worries there. Things will improve. Things will improve. Um, I feel like cutting out the people that no longer serve you, and no worries about where your love life is going, because he's removing all obstacles out of the way, and then listening to that first gut feeling that you have, and don't question it. Please don't question, because he's actually working with you energetically. Gosh, I hope that helps.
Please reply, Tamika, if you enjoyed that reading, by the way. And also, it seemed like Kerrigan had more to say as well. So if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, don't forget to go to her profile on I almost said my name, CaliforniaPsychics.com. Go ahead and search up Psychic Marin. You'll find out all her information in order to book an appointment with her. All right. Our next question is from Melissa, who is asking, I had an amazing dream last night about me and my crush. Do you see Tremaine reaching out to me soon as more than an acquaintance? So Melissa and Tremaine.
Yes, I actually do. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about this dream. Okay. All right. There's two theories to dreams, right? I want to start with the spiritual one first, because that's the one I believe, because I've studied it, I've researched it. So these dreams that you're having, you're not there. Yeah, it could appear to be a dream, but I bet you any money it was full color. I bet you any money when you woke up, you're a little woozy. And that's really not a dream. That's you meeting together, like your energies, your souls meeting together in a different dimension. And that really was not a dream. So that's what I believe. Now, the psychological part of it, which I'm not going to get into, but let's just say perhaps that you're thinking of him too much, and that's just seeping into your dreams, right? But the whole spiritual side of it, it does happen. Like it really, really happens. And I've seen it thousands of times, and I've even experienced it. So much that, you know, back in the day before my husband was my husband, he was like, I had the craziest dream about you last night. And I said, no, did we do this? Did we do this? And we were able to confirm it. And then other couples started to tell us about their experiences too. So I'm telling you 100%, I feel like it's more than a crush. And we can call it a crush right now because it's in the beginning stages, okay? But I feel like he will reach out to you. Yes, I feel like it might take him a little bit of extra time, because you guys have some pretty intense energy together. And I don't feel like he's ever felt that type of energy before about somebody. You click, you match, and it is going to take him a little bit longer to get with you to initiate that communication. When he does, you might have to be the leader for a little bit, but you'll be able to slack off because he'll start to feel comfortable with communication and initiating it. But I don't see anything bad about this at all. I think you should just take your time and keep going. And one thing to remember is, I've heard this for years and years and years ago. If we take things slow, like you can do right now, it will grow. But if we move too fast, it's not going to last. So don't move too fast. Make sure you take it slow, okay? But it's going to be good, for real. You're going to be happy.
All right. Our next one is from Brian, who is asking, will Celestine reach out to me, or do you think it is over between us?
Oh, let's see. I have a niece that's named Celestine, so I have to remove myself from that. I got to rely on the angels, just in my deities. Just one moment, please. So it's Brian. Right now, there's some toxicity that needs to simmer down, like avoiding harsh relationships, harsh feelings. So it's almost like the sauce is on the stove, but we got to let it simmer until it's done. So a little bit more time before she would have a comfortable thought process to reach out. But they're saying that there is a happy outcome. They are definitely saying that White Tar is the one that has um, the harsh conditions. So she's letting us know with both of you, there's still like residual energy, still hurtful feelings, still shock feelings, like all of those types of energies are definitely coming through. But then, we have a lot of strength here too. And they're saying happy outcome. It's just going to take some time. Let me see if I don't feel comfortable doing it from right off the rip channeling, but I'm going to see if we can pull in a little timeline or a roundabout timeline where she would be reaching out. What's her name again? Oh, Celestine. Duh, my niece. Celestine. Oh, there it is. Oh boy, you got a lot of these different types of. It's going to be nice outside, and I'm not saying like, because I know there's different climates all over the world and things like that, but for me, how I'm taking it, it'll definitely probably be early spring. And again, you've got one of the other, the creation and the rebirth and all of that. That's definitely going to be coming. But the arts is where they're telling me, or is it her or him? Her art. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Her arts are leading, like she's going to be able to balance out through creativity, but in the same sense of that, this is new rebirth for both of you. So she's going to balance out through creation. They're also telling you to play music, listen to music, not sad music. Please don't do that. Like 430 hertz, 440 hertz music, high frequency sound bowl music. Please try to do that at least 2 or 3 times a week. And when you get those feelings like, oh God, was this ever going to stop? Won't this just manifest and happen? Really start to play those sound bowl musics, because you can YouTube them. They're free. Listen, you have to take care of yourself that way to get that tune, that attunement that you need in order to cope with where both of you are going to go when she finally does initiate the communication. And you don't initiate communication with her. Do not be the initiator, because there's 2 reasons with that she's saying over here. She's saying that if you initiate with her, it's going to be how do you say that again? It's a different language. She's speaking broken English. If you initiate the communication, then there's no proof that she really meant to do it, is what I understand. So if she initiates the communication, then there's that proof that she really means it. And you need to see it to believe it, with no kind of triggers, no nothings. You definitely have to let her be the one to reach out first. But and they also say when people ask you to go travel 2-3 days, whatever, to just get out of town, you have to do it. And you're not going to feel like it, but you need to do it, because you need the other types of different energies of different environments, different places, different differences to mix up the same old that keeps you in this rhythm and pattern of waiting. Wow.
No, that was a very, very good one.
Thank you. I hope that helps. Oh my God, I hope that helps.
We do have one next from an Andrea, who is asking, will me and Jose end up together?
You'll go back and forth for a little bit longer until you choose to walk away from him. And then when you do, and you're happy, and you're actually smiling, and someone's treating you like a queen, that's when he'll try to come in and screw things up. But make sure you're strong and you never look back, and you keep going. Okay. I know that might hurt because you love him, but that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm hearing.
All right. Our next one is from a Brooke Anderson, who is asking, when will me and Demetrius become official?
I saw two time frames, okay? I did. I saw like leaving Christmas going into January, and then I saw February. So I don't feel like he's going to get tongue tied. And I got to double check. I can't double check that here. Because what I'm thinking is it could be different types of energies like astrology and stuff that puts a delay on it. But I did see two timelines. I would say middle part of February at the latest. Let's say that just to be safe. But it could start as early as right after Christmas.
All right. Our next question is, sorry, I actually did not have one set up yet. All righty. We have one from Gio who is asking, hi, Kerrigan, will Jenny and I get married soon?
Well, yes, but you better give it some time to plan and let Jenny take the lead. I do see spring. I'm hoping it's not this spring because I feel if it's this spring, it's going to be rushed. But even if it happens in the summer, that's fine too. But just don't rush it and let her take the lead, please. Please, because she's going to need that. That's something that I feel that she's not a controlling person. She doesn't like to make major decisions, but this one, she's gonna want to control this one. So just go with it. Just be super chill and go with it. But it's going to happen.
All right. Our next one is from a Corey who is asking, is my ex Victoria fighting her feelings for me and coming back to me?
Yes and no. And the reason why I say yes first is because she really is fighting, believing that she is good enough to be with you. Like, here's an example. In my 40s, somebody opened a car door for me. And I was like, what the hell? What are you doing? Like, nobody had ever done that for me before. That's what I'm talking about with her. Nobody has treated her like you have. And those traditional things that you give her, she doesn't know what to do. So those walls come up and she doesn't know how to react to that. And that's what she's fighting, not the love that she feels. She feels protected with you. You annoy her, you do, because, and I'm not saying that in a mean way, but it makes her all over the place, like from here to here, not here. She knows what's up, but these aren't matching right here. Okay. So I give this time, and I don't want to see you wait a year, 3 years, 5 years, even though you may want to. I love her so much. I want to. I don't feel like that with you 100%, but you do really care about her. You truly do. You really do love her. And I feel like she knows that. And the sad part about it is I know that she's banking that you're going to be there for her, but you're not. I mean, you've got dignity, and you can pull up that John Wayne vest and walk out the door. You've got that, that old school Hollywood role feel movie of that strong person to you. You really do. I do feel like things will be talked about between the both of you. Things can be worked out, but she is, she's going to be a slow motion. She is, because she's got a lot of receiving and accepting of herself to conquer before she could pull you in 100%. Now, will she get to 85%? Probably, more than likely. And you can work with a relationship and make it successful at 85%. You can, absolutely 100%. But it's going to take a while to get there. The thing I worry about is you might get so fed up and the golden goose might just open the sky and this perfect person falls on your path and your heart starts to sway a little bit different. You're highly susceptible to that too. It could go, it's ultimately, I feel like it's going to be your choice, but I think that she will, She will be coming back to talk to you, and what both of you choose to do with that at that point is what's going to put you on the course to get together and be good together, or you just try it and she doesn't add up to it, but you don't even have these expectations like you did in the beginning. You've compromised and compromised. Ugh, you're going to hate me for saying this, but the spirits that are here right there, they're saying that it's best for you to talk to each other, get on a better note with each other, and then they're saying you're going to move forward. There's a word for it. You'll move away from her. You will end things. You will. But remember, this is all free will too. It's not predestined. It's not fate. I don't believe in fate at all. But it's a susceptibility, the probability and the susceptibility of where the energy is heading. And your energy is so strong. You know, you're so loving and it's so strong. And you're like, you're going to be like, enough's enough. I got to give up. And it's not even about giving up. It's about saving you and getting yourself in a better place with somebody that's going to be as equally into you as you are to them. It's going to take
All right. We do have one very, very quick question. And I only say that because we are coming about to the last quarter that we have of our live, and we are going to be switching to tarot questions so that we can answer a lot more right before the end of our stream. But right before that, if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with Psychic Kerrigan, because she has been giving a lot of insightful answers today, but she is only able to answer about one question, not all of your questions today. But so if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her and getting all those questions answered, Kerrigan, why don't you go ahead and let us know what your upcoming schedule is for the week?
Okay, so I'm going to be working 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Sundays are my longer days where I log in around noon to 2 or noon to 3, and then 5 to 9 to 10.
All right. And if you missed any of that, go ahead and go to californiapsychics.com. You go ahead and search up Psychic Kerrigan, and you'll find all that info on her profile, as well as the option to book an appointment, just in case you want to wait in the queue. And then you will be able to just get a call right when it is time for your appointment. But all right, let's go ahead and answer this last regular question, and then we will switch to answering tarot cards to get a lot more. I will also be using the restroom just for 2 seconds right during this question. Michelle asks, Billy proposed this year a few days ago, actually about 3 days ago on the 2nd, but we haven't set a date yet. Do you see us getting married, or what timeline do you see for us getting married?
Okay. All right. Well, the first thing that I see is like a year and 3 months. That's what it feels like to me. And the reason why I feel like that, Michelle, is because there's so much to plan. There really is. I mean, planning from colors to different flowers to locations to families to food. You don't want to just bite off all of that and just try to compartmentalize it all into 1 month or 2 months or 6 months. That's you got to take it slow and easy, because you're going to change your mind sometimes too. And plus you're going to have to compromise with each other too. I mean, you're going to lead it, let's be honest, but he's going to want some input too. But I want to also see what the angels say as for timeline to see if we match and if there's any other information that they can give us. But congratulations, first of all. This is amazing news, and you should really be happy and just amazingly full of joy. Okay. So it's definitely going to be a summertime because they're showing me daisies. There's lots of daisies here, okay? But this is also going to be blooming probably in the spring. But they are indicating patience with it. But that's great, though. That's absolutely great. But again, daisies again. So this is going to be like spring going into summer. So it is looking like it's going to be a little sooner than like that year and 3 days like I was hoping for you, because I was hearing my up here spirits, not the ones here, and not the divination spirits, but I work so many different spirits. But it is going to be when the lilacs and the daisies, and there's the bouquet, honey, look. So the daisies and the lilacs, that's spring, because then we always know that the lilacs are in like Easter time frame, right? But then the daisies are normally in June, so anywhere from spring to June. And it's going to be beautiful. It really is going to be beautiful. You're also being blessed. There's something to do with there's big news coming in March around this, preparing for the wedding. And then the daylilies too. It's blessed by an older lady that's coming in from your mom's side of the family. She's the one that made sure that both of you stayed on that same path together and helped both of you get through really difficult obstacles. She's definitely an angel with wings, for sure, 100%. And she says that this is a very, very good choice. This is the best choice that you've made. So don't ever question if you're making the wrong choice. Don't get cold feet. The spirits are saying this is good. There's also something to do with you guiding children in the future. Unless you do it now, but I'm feeling like it's going to be later, whether it be social work or education or helping with different types of organizations and schools, things like that. But you will be hands-on with children, and that's where I feel like you get a lot of your creativity too. And Billy will be supportive. It's just good. It's very traditional. It's very, very good. So congratulations to both of you. Just don't doubt it. Just keep going and keep dreaming big.
All right. We're going to try and rapid fire with some, tarot cards and tarot readings real quick. We have a bunch of questions coming in, so let's go ahead and get started. We have one from Dale who was just asking for a general love card.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to use some angels and oracles. So they're saying love is on the way to you 100%, but there's still a little bit more of detoxification of thought processes, feelings, residual energy on your end. But I do see happiness and peak of energy and your cup overflowing when we get into summertime. So you should be at your peak of love by summer, probably sorting things out from right now until spring, but knowing exactly where you're going with no question and with who by summertime for sure. So lastly, whatever you have on your single ladies bucket list, you better get it crossed off, because you're going to have to make a choice, with another person. It's just not going to be your choices anymore. So do prepare for that.
All right. We have one from Christine who is asking for a love card. Love card, please. Hi, Kerrigan. It is Christine. And yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oof. I'm looking here, girl. I'm getting a lot of releasing, a lot of self-judgment. Thank God. All right, good. Here's your crown on your head. All right, so there's your strength. Love is definitely coming to you. I want you to know that you have the divine knowledge of helping other people, and that's how you're going to meet this person, by you helping someone. You're going to be meeting somebody new. I'm telling you, Christina, you are going to be meeting somebody new. And it's because you're helping someone, and it's also you learning spiritual lessons to surrender and release and let go, and to open yourself up to new. I feel very strongly it's going to be probably June when this actually is in full manifestation, for sure.
All right. We have one next from Stephanie, who is asking just again for another love card. Lots of love cards today.
Yeah, they're saying easy does it with the love. Easy does it. Don't push it. Don't try to force it. Love isn't a puzzle to put together so you can hurry up and glue it and frame it and put it on the wall. Don't do that. They're saying that everything's going to happen in perfect timing. They need for you to do a little bit more peace, have a little bit more peace. And you're probably like, how much more peace can I actually have? I'm bored. I get it. I totally get it. Right. But you do need to have just a little bit more peace, and easy does it. But I don't feel, I feel like probably we get into March timeframe, you're absolutely going to be with someone that is making you feel like joy. And it could be a reconnection, because it does, the energy does feel familiar. It feels like it's a cycle, it's a circle. But just remember, don't go through all your exes later and think, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Just let it come to you naturally. But I also feel like you're going to have a choice with somebody new too. So the sky is not the limit for you when it comes to love card, but this is probably going to be so the rest of this year, going up to first quarter, end of first quarter, you're definitely going to feel like you are in a relationship and you're heading in the right direction. Okay, that's very important to understand that.
All right. Our next one is from Katrina, who is asking for a love card, saying, do you see a potential lover coming towards me soon?
Yes, I do. Yes, ma'am. And I tell you what, Katrina, you have a lady that's with you in spirit, one of your ancestors, and see that great big heart around her neck? I know it looks like a crucifix, but it's not. It's an actual heart. She's the one that's putting you on the path to have the greatest love, the love like she had, the love like she gave, that's still within you. Um, you know, those puffy flowers that we blow when we make a wish. Those are March, April timeframe. This is going to be presented to you March, April timeframe. She says that you still have time to put your order in on exactly who it is that you need. So I know you revise your list. Don't forget humor. Don't forget passion. Don't forget steady employment, ambition, no drama. I mean, really work this one up. And you have to tell it to her. She's with you. I feel like she's coming in from dad's side of the family, to be very honest with you. So it's an ancestor on dad's side of the family that's working with you. And she's older. She's probably 3 generations back from you. But you resemble her. So that's why I feel like she's so drawn to you. But yes, you will, love is definitely coming to you. It is definitely coming 100%. And it's blessed. It's absolutely blessed by the higher level of consciousness and spirits and your ancestors, for real. Gosh, that's a great one. Thank you so much, Katrina. Thank you.
All right. Our next one is from Jess, who is asking just for a general card for the upcoming year. And thank you so much, by the way, Psychic Kerrigan.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. All right, Jess, let's see what we got here. This is going to like open up a can of Pringles, right? No one can eat just one. All right. Oh, gosh. You're going to have to open up your heart a little bit, honey. You got to open up your heart. You got to open up your heart to everything and trust it. Believe it. I'll tell you an old trick. I'll tell you, and you're going to have to, I'm sorry, too. You're going to have courage to do it, too. So an old trick. You believe that what you are trying to put forth, what you're trying to manifest, you believe from head to toe it's going to happen. You see it. You see it in your mind's eye. And you know it's going to will it to you. It's going to make this circular energy where it's nonstop, and it's just going to keep coming, and it's going to keep going. It's going to keep coming. And then guess what? Once it starts to happen, you're going to believe it. Remember this: believe it, will it, see it, do it. Okay. I hope that helps.
Our next one is from Lisa, who says, I do love Pringles, and I'm open to a general card reading. And I thank you, by the way.
You're welcome, Lisa. I just bought my son Pringles. He ate them all in one day. 1 second. All right. Oof. Ooh, Lisa. You're stronger than you think you are. You are stronger than you think you are. And you have strength. You have all this strength. I know you're tired, but just give it that last quarter mile. Just put those Nikes on and just do it. Because look what you've got, girl. You got Be Strong and a whole bunch of strength. And look at those lions. Look at that. what's that song? I am the tiger. Lion, you can change it. But no, this is good finances. This is good business moves. This is good networking. This is good. This is just good. So your finances, your creations, your businesses, your employment, your occupation. I'm a little bit jealous. I really am. I'm a little bit jealous on this one because this is what you want. Good job. Keep going. Keep going.
Congratulations, Lisa. All right. Our next question is from Rita, or she is asking for a love card with is Joe going to call? I've seen her asking about this. Joe has kind of left unexpectedly and just kind of or has not contacted her unexpectedly, about ghosted her.
I'm sorry. I hate it when people ghost me. That bothers me. Or when they leave us on red. Oh boy. Let's see, Rita. Joe. Oof. You know, this is past life between you and Joe. There's Isis right there. It's past life situation. This is why you two connect and you don't connect. That's a hard one. But Joe is going to take the leap of faith, and he is going to put his heart's truest desire toward you. He will call, but there's too much damage done. He's already hurt you. He put your heart in a blender. So you got to work on forgiving him again, and then setting your personal boundaries with him, because he's highly susceptible to doing it again. Now, the good news is that they're saying you, by summertime, will do a complete and total 180 transformation and change. You are going to transform into true love, true happiness, and peace, balance, joy, happy times, financial flow. But I feel like you got to let Joe go. That's hard to hear. I get that. But you're going to, in order to live your best life, slowly just dial him down until he'll call. Trust me, he'll call, and he'll try to squeeze his way back in there, say all these sweet nothings to you. And I don't think it's going to matter to you, because it's going to be too long. He's already hurt you. And plus, you're already going to have somebody that's treating you very well in your life.
All right. Our next one is from Jennifer, who is asking for a love card between her and Scott. She has not heard from him for in about 2 weeks, and she is worried about him.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Scott. Oh, he's in a sacred space right now, sweetheart. Let me figure out how to do this. I'm so sorry. I'll get it. He's really reflecting on himself. He is right now. He's definitely building his own sacred space, and he's connecting to who he needs to become. It's not that he doesn't care about you. It's not that he doesn't love you. It's just a matter of time right now. He'll get with you. Give him. See, they're giving me Celtic symbols too. Give him about 2 more weeks. That's gonna be hard, but give him about 2 more weeks, okay? Really. And then after that, you have to start focusing on you. You have
Definitely.
to. Mm-hmm.
All right. We do have time for a few more. We do have a lot of questions as well, so we will not be able to answer everyone, but I do want to answer just a few more, because again, we have so many, and we have had a wonderful audience today. We do have one from Amit, who is asking just for a career card.
Thank you, Amit. Poof. Oh, honey. First things first. You have divine healing powers to help other people. Remember, nothing is predestined, okay? I don't believe in a blueprint of life because of our free will. But either this was a past life that comes natural to you, or this is the spirit saying to you that you have divine healing powers to help other people and animals. So you're thinking, how's that fit in when I'm so techie? I get you. I hear you. I know what you're up to. But it's definitely something you need to consider is helping the most people. Now, surrendering and releasing all of these failures that you call failures, they're not failures, honey. They're lessons. They're lessons that are shaping you to be who you can be at your best level. Okay? They're not failures. Nobody fails, really. Well, except my brother Larry. I'm just joking. But I love Larry. He lives in a big penthouse. He's a millionaire. But no, listen, they're you have to surrender and release any judgment on yourself right now. That's the biggest thing. You're holding yourself back from moving across the chessboard, knocking the queen off and taking over the game. Okay. You truly are. But it's okay. It's all right. Every day when you wake up, I don't care if you're still laying in bed. I don't care if you have to pee. Every day when you wake up, you tell yourself, I am worthy. Today's a refresh restart button. I didn't know what I was doing back then, but I sure in heck know what I'm doing now. Okay. And then you just keep going. But your career is going to skyrocket within a year and a half, 2 years. You're going to be living your best life, like the best life. You're going to look like, I don't know, who would you know to look like? You'd be looking like one of them great big awesome hip hop artists that has all that bling on, is driving in the Benz, wearing the Louis and the Gucci. Come on. You got this. You got this.
All right. And we do have time for about one more. I don't want to take up too much of Kerrigan's time, but if you have been enjoying her readings today, and I know I have, and I know she's been giving out some very insightful answers today, be sure to go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. Go ahead and search up Psychic Kerrigan. And we will she will be able to answer all of your questions. And also in a less, live format, she will be able to answer your questions in a more one-on-one private. And but I guess for anybody who is looking to have a reading this week, Kerrigan, why don't you go ahead and shout out your hours?
Thank you. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And then Sunday of this week, afternoon, 12 to 2 maybe, and then 5 to 9 or 5 to 9, 5 p.m. to 9 Eastern Standard Time. And if you do call, remind me, hey, we talked on live, you know what I mean? So we can just hopefully jump right back into it.
Yeah. And if you missed any of that information, once again, CaliforniaPsychics.com, search up Psychic Kerrigan, and you will find all that information right there on her profile page, including her hours and the ability to book an appointment for her. All right. Now for our last question, drum roll, please. We do have one for Carlene, who is asking for a career card.
Okay. Thank you, Carlene. Let's see. Carlene and career. I got that Dolly Parton working 9 to 5. I don't know why that just came in. Hold on. I'm sorry, Carlene. Hold on. Career. Ooh, honey. Ooh, girl. Okay, it's good. Let's just say it's going to be real good, because the intentions that you put out, the dreams, the fairy tales, the dreams that you consider miracles, they're going to manifest this year. You are going to be very, very whimsical. People are going to be naturally drawn to you. They're going to actually listen to you because you've had issues with them not listening to you before. Like you're trying to convey it and you're like, hello, McFly, are you in there? You know, remember that off of Back to the Future. So, this is very good. You are the type of person, you're going to manifest anything and you're going to put your horse blinders on. And if there is come heck or high water, you're still going to make it happen. And you definitely will have people supporting you and cheering you on while you do it. But there is a major spike of energy, 2 time frames, March and then August. So there's March and August are definitely Man, put your seatbelt on, girl. You're going to be moving really fast. You are. The only thing I can tell you, just make sure you take at least a day or two out of the week to decompress and take care of you. I don't care if you have to go and get your nails done or have a massage or lay in a hot tub and then go lay in bed and watch Hulu or Netflix. You got to do at least 4 hours of you. Don't be mad at me, but at least twice a week. Once we get into March and the peak of it, and then once we get into August is also the peak of it too. But I tell you what, this time next year, you're going to need some people to help you out. You're going to either be having a team under you or managing a team or hiring people or something, but there's definitely a group effort supporting you for sure. Yep.
All right. Now, there have been so many good questions today, and we apologize. I'm so sorry we couldn't answer everyone today, but we will be back next week with Psychic Rika. And if you are wanting your questions answered immediately, once again, go to californiapsychics.com, search up Psychic Kerrigan, and she'll be able to answer all of your questions, not just one, but all of them. And you won't have to be on live. So that too, that is a big factor. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Kerrigan, thank you for joining us today. It has been an amazing live, and sorry we kept you a little bit over, but again, there were just so many good questions, and you had very good answers today.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.